When death carts me off to the bottomlands, when I begin the long work of rising, death, whoever and whatever you are, tallest king of tall kings, grant me these wishes. Unstring my bones. Let me be not one thing, but all things, and wondrously scattered. Shake me free from my name. Let the wind and the wildflowers and the catbird never know it. Let time loosen me like the bead of a flower from its wrappings of leaves. Let me begin the changes. Let me. Can you imagine a world without certainty? The wind rises, the wind falls. The gravels of the world, the stones of the world are in their proper places. The vast, writhing worms of the sea are in their places. The white gulls on the wet rocks are in their places. All is certainty. Ben sluices through the ferns, hound smart, the bracken up to his neck. He breaks from the wood and gallops over the field. The sass of his voice rises. Death, that slow swim. Death, that long walk over the dunes. Death, that bleached clamshell. And the rabbits scatter. Oh, heart, I would not dangle you down into the sorry places, but there are things there as well to see, to imagine. Even the mosquito's dark dart, flashing and groaning. Even the berries softening back into the black bog. Even the wood duck's white-circled eye, and the first white lilies on the shaggy pond, and the big owl shaking herself out of the pitch pines. Even the turtle scratching in the dust. Even the black ant climbing the mile-high hill. Even the little chattering swift diving down into the black chimney. Everything is participate. Everything is a part of the world we can see, taste, touch, hold on to, and then it is dust, dust at last, dust and gravel. In the distance, the rabbit field. Ben, his face in the grass, his chomping, his sweet, wild eyes. Are you afraid? The ear of corn knows whereof it is plucked. Are you afraid? The wind moves this way and that way. Something is pushing it. Are you afraid? Somewhere 1,000 swans are flying through the winter's worst storm. They are white and shining. Their black beaks open a little. The red tongues flash. Now, and now, and now, and now, their heavy wings rise and fall as they move across the sky. Goodbye to the goldfinches and their silver baskets. Goodbye to the pilot whales and the curl of their spines in the crisp waves. Goodbye to the grasshopper. Goodbye to the pond lilies, the turtle with her cat's head. Goodbye to the lion's mane floating in the harbor like a spangled veil. Goodbye to the moon uprising in the east. Goodbye to the going forth and coming home. Goodbye to the going forth and holding on and worrying. Goodbye to the engine of breath. The knee sings its anguish. The ears fill with the sound of ringing water. The muscles of the eyes pulled towards sleep. Goodbye to the swaying trees. Goodbye to the black triangles of the winter sea. Goodbye to oranges, the prick of their fragrance. Goodbye to the fox sparrow. Goodbye to the blue-winged teal. Goodbye to lettuce and the pale turnip and the gatherings of the rice fields. Goodbye to the morning light. Goodbye to the goldfinches and their wavering songs. Slowly up the hill, like a thicket of white flowers, forever is coming. It is the nature of stone to be satisfied. It is the nature of water to want to be somewhere else. Everywhere we look, the sweet guttural swill of the water tumbling. Everywhere we look, the stone basking in the sun or offering itself to the golden lichen. It is our nature not only to see that the world is beautiful, but to stand in the dark under the stars, or at noon in the rainfall of light, frenzied, wringing our hands, half mad, saying over and over, "What does it mean that the world is beautiful? What does it mean?" The child asks this, and the determined, laboring adult asks this. Both the carpenter and the scholar ask this, and the fisherman and the teacher. Both the rich and the poor ask this, maybe the poor more than the rich. And the old and the very young, not yet having figured it out, ask this desperately, standing beside the golden-coated field rock, or the tumbling water, or under the stars. What does it mean? What does it mean? The high-piled, plum-colored, storm-heavy clouds are approaching. The fly mumbles against the glass. This is the world. The hot little bluebirds in the box are getting ready to fly. This is the world. The sweet and the parsnip waits for our praise. The dragonfly lives its life without a single error. It also waits for our praise. The pale green moths are pressing against the screen, fluttering. They are dying to get in, to press their papery bodies into the light. This is the world. Listen, I don't think we're going to rise in gauze and halos. Maybe as grass, and slowly. Maybe as the long-leaved, beautiful grass I have known, and you have known, or the pine trees, or the dark rocks of the zigzag creek hastening along, or the silver rain, or the hummingbird. I look up into the faces of the stars, into their deep silence. This is the poem of goodbye, and this is the poem of don't know. My hands touch the lilies, then withdraw. My hands touch the blue iris, then withdraw. And I say, not easily but carefully, the words round in my mouth, crisp on the tongue. Dirt, mud, stars, water. I know you as if you were myself. How could I be afraid?